Lefty's logic.
Good evening, good people. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. Told you guys I'll be every Tuesday for the rest of this NFL season. Talk a little Bears with you. Talk about previous game and the upcoming game. And other Bears news and Bears rumors and things like that. So we saw some. Just go with this past week. Montez Sweat extension deal gets done. Not surprising. I know a lot of people worried about it. People were saying it was a risky move without having a deal in place. The rumor was there was no deal in place. I have a hard time believing they started negotiations on Tuesday and got it done by Saturday. So Poles had to know what it was going to take to sign this young man to an extension, and he did it. So that is the good news. Now on to, of course, bad news. Sunday's game, NOLA, New Orleans. New Orleans Saints, man, down there. Hey, shout out to everybody who went out there. Chicago Bears fans represented out there. A lot of our people out there. A shout out to Bears Nation and to the firm. I saw y'all doing y'all thing, man. Social media was flooded with all the activities you had going on. Had a parade. Bears Nation had a parade, man. That's what I'm talking about. We had some of the fellas was down there. My boy Big House, Angry Man was down there. Jonah, a few of the fellas was out there representing and kicking it with the people, man. So, but couldn't bring back a win. Couldn't bring back a win. 7-point loss to the New Orleans Saints, 24-17. A couple of positive take out of it. As weird as it sounds, even though you're 2-7, another loss. Bears went in what? 8, 9 point underdog in this game. Ended up losing by 7. Sloppy in the fourth quarter. 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers in total. 7 penalties, almost 100 penalty yards. Something you really don't see from the Bears too often. This team just isn't ready to overcome mistakes. You can't play. Of course, mistakes happen, but when you make that many mistakes and you aren't forcing the other team to make mistakes, you're just not going to win those games. If you look at the numbers, you would think the Bears, without the score, you would think the Bears probably lost by 20. So to keep that game that close, get a defense their credit. Defense their credit, amazing stat. 22 snaps for the Saints in Bears territory in the fourth quarter. That's crazy. That's crazy. Most teams don't get that in the whole game. To be on the opposing team's side of the ball, side of the field, and you would think those at least 3 points. At least you're getting field goals out of those. So did a pretty good job, man. To only give up 24 points, and most of those weren't, they weren't long drives. They had short fields. New Orleans took advantage. The game was close. So you definitely take some positives out of it. Tyson Bagent, what can you say? First 3 quarters, young man looked good. The young man definitely looked good in those first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, of course, looked like New Orleans made some adjustments and kind of had them off a little bit. A couple of passes behind guys just weren't placed properly. The interception of Tyler Scott was just thrown behind him. Defensive player made a great play. One was a terrible misread, of course, one to Mooney. There was another one to Mooney that was picked as well. That was just a good defensive play. It happens. It's the NFL. But for this young man, I tell you, surprisingly enough, forget where he was drafted. Forget undrafted. At times, I was wondering, was he really a rookie? I mean, he was audible at the line. He was up there. You saw him getting guys in place. He really like he had command. His pocket presence was very impressive. Get a shot. Bears offensive line, which I think did a pretty good job. The Saints have a good defense. But believe it or not, Saints aren't known for defense, but their defense has been pretty good over the years, and they're still one of the top half of the leagues this year as well. So the Saints have a good defense. The pocket was clean for the most part. For most of the game, clean pocket. I saw plays where Bagent, took a couple of steps left, couple of steps right, kind of, felt a little pressure here and there, but never looked like he was rushed, anything like that. I like the mixture of the run and pass plays. He ran a couple of RPOs. Bagent had a solid game. Look, what do you expect as a backup quarterback? The young man's a backup quarterback, still getting experience in the NFL, but he looks the part. Whether he's a starting NFL quarterback or just a career backup, I wouldn't mind him staying here. Whether it's the backup Justin Fields or whoever the quarterback of the future is going to be, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Tyson Bagent. So great job, young man, for the time you in there. Let's see what's going to happen coming up. If it was your last start or if you're going to get one more shot at it this Thursday against Carolina Panthers. And Of course, just mentioned it. Quick turnaround this Thursday. Carolina at home. Carolina at home. 3-point favorites. Carolina one-win team. Struggling. Got the rookie quarterback, Bryce Young, top overall pick, looking like a rookie. The top defensive players out too. Brian Burns. Brian Burns out with a hamstring injury. So they were showing the stat or the other guys in the rotation, like combined, don't have a sack, in total put together. So whoever's the starting quarterback, whether it's Bajan again or Fields makes his comeback, you should be able to put some points up against this team. Should be able to run the ball. Should be able to get DJ more involved. And of course, this is old team. I don't think it's called a revenge game. I don't think he left with any bad feelings, anything like that. But you always want to beat your old team. See some of the guys you played with, even some of your old coaches, whatever it is. You want to get out there and, show them that you still a dude. So I'm expecting a big game out of DJ Moore. Justin Fields still hasn't been ruled out. Been practicing, hasn't had a full practice yet, but not being ruled out is a good sign. So it's possible we look like it's trending towards we're going to see him Thursday. Fields makes his comeback. Well, let's see what he can do. This last 8 games, man. Here's your Bears audition, your Bears career audition right here. It's at an all-time point. It's at the peak. Got to see these last 8 games. I just want to see Justin be consistent. Just be consistent. We've seen glimpses. We know he can make big plays with his legs. We know he can make throws, but he just needs to be consistent. Get the ball out quicker. Make better decisions, whether you're taking off running, whatever it is. Just keep the chains moving. You don't have to win the game by yourself. Use that running game. Khalil Herbert off IR. Great news. Great news. Herbert was having a great year before he went down with injury. So looking what Dante Foreman's done the last few games, get those 3. It would Foreman, Herbert, and Roshan Johnson, the rookie. Nice 3-headed monster. Nice 3-headed monster, man. Get these guys. Let those big offensive linemen, man, put their hand in the dirt and push these guys around. Run the ball. Hit them with some play action. Just keep mixing it up. Hit them with some RPO. You should be able to get this win Thursday. You should. I'm going with the Bears Thursday. I'm definitely going with the Bears Thursday night. Nothing about Carolina tells me that they can come into Chicago and win this game. So I'm going with the Bears. Want to see what they can do. 8 games left, guys. 8 games left. Let's talk to coach real quick. Let's talk Matt Eberflus, probably the hottest seat in the NFL since Josh McDaniels. They 5 coaches so close together, the damn Raiders. I can't tell who from who. But Josh McDaniels, been relieved of his duty. I don't think Eberflus is going to get fired during this season. He probably would have happened already. But McDaniels gone. He's the hottest seat. The hottest seat. So remaining 8 games. This is a question for Saturday, for the show Saturday morning. How many games can Eberflus win to keep his job another year? 5-3. Let's be realistic with expectations, right? They're not going to go 8-0. If they do, it'll be a shock of the world. 7-1, 6-2. I think 5-3, maybe even 4-4 buys them another year. At least you double your win total. So you're trending up, especially if the team is competitive and looking good in these games. 2 against Detroit, one of the top teams in the NFL, not just NFC and NFL. If you just be competitive, don't go out there and get blown out. Let's see the young guys continue to get better. Let's see the offense continue to, to build on some of the momentum, get a couple of 30-point games. And the defense has been looking better the last few weeks under Eberflus calling the plays. So that's one good thing he's been doing. Looks like the defense is playing. You get Montez Sweat in there now. Let's see what this defense can do. Let's see if they continue to get better. Starting this Thursday. So once again, how many games does Eberflus have to win? What is the minimum? We know the max. Of course, it'd be 8. What's the minimum that he can win to keep his job? Let me know Saturday. Hey, for the top comment, I get a cigar on me. I got you. I definitely got you. So with that being said, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. We will see you guys Saturday morning. Humidor Sports and Cigars. Myself, Mr. Smoke Fella, KDL, Angry Man, special guest. May have DY jump back on for you. You never know who's gonna pop in, say what's up. Big House. Any guys want to pop in and say talk about what's going on, and we can talk about what happened this past Thursday because we already had the results of the Bears. You're either gonna be 2-8 or 3-7. So we'll see. So thank you guys for tuning in again. See you guys Saturday morning. Don't forget 11 a.m. of course, and with our producer, super producer, Sean. Sean is super back. Look forward to seeing you guys. Sports Zone Chicago on Roku TV. Download the app. Check us out. We out.
Lefty's Logic.